powerful rivals, Boogeyman. You ever just hop on Rivals one day, the mood is set, got the right amount of Doritos in the air, a white Monster, even though I don't drink Monster, we drink Switch over here. Everything is ready for you to hop on Marvel Rivals and just have a great ass time, you know? The birds are chirping, even though it's fucking midnight. You call one of your boys to hop on the game. If you're one of the people that has friends, unlike me, please play the game with me. I need friends. You get a quick warm-up game in, you're feeling good, you warmed up, and then you decide that, you know what? It's time to hop on ranked, where grown-ass men turn into middle school students and hopes and dreams go to die. But today's different. It's not your hope and dreams that are getting crushed. When you hop on ranked, you don't immediately want to jump off a bridge. You suddenly get paired up with a goddamn Avengers and start putting belt to goddamn ass. As a DPS, you're getting kills left, right, making your character look like the most broken motherfucker the game has ever dropped. Meanwhile, you're just playing Spider-Man. As a support, your teammates have enough brain cells to not fight the whole enemy team in a 6v1 and actually come back to support your ass when you're getting jumped by fucking Black Panther and Hela. As a tank, God bless your soul, your whole team seems to be keeping your back, keeping alive, and actually helping you with most of your advances, making space and capitalizing with the shit that you're actually doing, and winning, and all you do is win, and win, and win, and you're about to rank up. You're about to leave the stupid ass rank that you've been stuck at for at least the last 2 weeks of you playing this shitty ass game. All you need is one more game to load into that match. Your blood is pumping, your arms are sweating, knees weak, mom's spaghetti. I'm sorry. All that shit, you're just ready, you just feel it in your bones. And then you check the chat, half your team is arguing. For some fucking reason, game hasn't even started. They start banning each other's characters in the fucking loading screen. You just hear slurs everywhere. Some nigga jumping off the cliff for some reason. He hates the game. And then once you actually make it into the match, if someone hasn't quit by this point, you're up against fucking Prime Shaq and Kobe. The whole enemy team just puts belt to ass like this is a fucking tournament. They just rip your ass to shreds. Your team is going like fucking in the negatives pretty much. Fucking DPS 3 and 27, 500 heal, tanks, more deaths than anyone in the team. You're just fucked. You lose badly. And needless to say, this shit happens again and again and again and again. 3 games in a row, you seem like you're just being paired up with the most bullshit, brain dead motherfuckers ever. You keep getting railed brutally, like this some fucking Johnny Sins shit. You're a victim. Needless to say, my friend, unless you're just trash at the game as well, you've just been hit by EOMM. So if you're like me and you're on the internet, but you're not that much on the internet, but you're still on the internet, you probably heard about EOMM and you have no idea what the fuck EOMM is and why the fucking Marvel Rivals community just started exploding when they thought that EOMM is part of the game, and why the devs had to come out and announce that EOMM is not part of the game, even though I doubt that it's not there. It's probably there. It probably exists because some of this shit is unexplainable. But going back on point, what the fuck is EOMM if you're anything like me? So EOMM stands for Entertainment Optimized Matchmaking, which on paper sounds pretty confusing. I know it kind of was for me since I had to research this video. I had no idea what the fuck the shit was. Pretty much, it means that because the game wants you to keep playing, right, it will matchmake easy as hell matches like the one I described in the first video, where you just get paired up with the fucking Avengers. You just beat the shit out of the enemy team, and the game feels like an absolute fucking breeze. You get put up against toddlers who will pretty much learn how to play the game yesterday, or are playing with half their controller in their mouth or some shit. And it's just super easy. You just get wins after wins after wins. You just on a roll, belt to ass, all of that shit. And then the game decides, you know what? You need a little more frustration, and it puts you up against the fucking Avengers again. It puts you in the receiving end of that ass beating that you were handing out to people, and it makes sure that you fucking lose by giving you the most brain dead, childish, and incompatible players it could possibly match you up with. Just period. This is how you get those matches where the whole team just wants to play DPS, or no one wants to go heals, or there's just like 6 tanks on the team and no one else knows how to play any other character, because of course the game matched up fucking the only 6 tank players in the whole fucking game all together, because yeah, fuck you. So pretty much it's to stir your emotions. The game wants to stir your emotions. And it's pretty fucking effective, because if you've seen any of the clips of people complaining about UMM, they hate this shit. UMM agents and all that jazz, this is where that shit comes from. You feel like you're not in control of the game because it is forcing itself onto you so that you fucking lose. That's why people have been fucking mad. They just want it gone. They feel like this is some bullshit. But then there's the other side that just doesn't believe UMM is actually part of the game, and that you actually just fucking suck, which I can see. You could actually just suck. I mean, I play Spider-Man too, so it could be me just sucking ass and having the team lose. So why has this made such a stir in the Marvel Rivals community, aside from what I just mentioned? The divide of if EOMM is actually part of the game and not part of the game has made people very angry, because they chalk it up to why they can't rank up in this game, why they can't climb. The devs have said that EOMM is not part of the matchmaking, but that's kind of hard to believe, especially because they nerfed 6 stacking in this game. So if you had 6 other friends, which I do not, please play the game with me, someone. If you had six friends in this game, before I don't know exactly what patch, but before you could play it up with 6 friends and fully stack your team and actually go all the way to the highest ranks of ranked and just demolish everyone, because you can actually talk to the game, and then you'd actually have to fight harder teams that actually are communicating and get to some higher matches and all that stuff. But that got nerfed, so now you can only have three of your friends, or 2 of your friends, sorry, you and 3 of your friends, you and 2 of your friends. God damn it, bro. Math. You and 2 of your friends to actually play the game, which, if EOMM wasn't part of the game, that is a very suspicious ass decision. Why are you not letting me not get paired up with someone that eats glue and has a favorite flavor of crayon? Like, I do not understand why the hell they would make that decision if EOMM did not exist. So something is fishy here, and I just can't prove it. But there are people who just generally believe that there is no EOMM, and that was just a coincidence with a stupid decision, that the majority of the actual people complaining about UMM are just garbage at the game. I'm pretty sure I've seen at least 1 or 2 Bulger videos of him just going through people, or just clips on TikTok of him just going through people that complain about UMM's replays, and they're just garbage at the game. They themselves are the UMM agents that just suck at the game completely. So it could really go either way, and I honestly believe that there is UMM. Like, some of these matches are unexplainable. Oh, how the fuck did I get paired up the last match with someone that could no scope me from across the map to this brain dead nigga that is jumping off the map because he didn't know there was a fucking gap there? Yeah, I have no idea, but there is a argument that I think kind of makes sense for the people that are arguing against there being EOMM in this game, aside from the "you're just garbage" argument, which I've heard before, which is that because the game's ranking system puts everyone into the same rank when it resets, or close enough to the same rank when it resets, and there is no placement matches, you could just be randomly getting paired up with so many bad players in these ranks that it kind of feels like UMM, which is a pretty good explanation. But then again, like I mentioned before in this video, why would they have that and then do the thing with you not being able to fully stack your teams all the way up to the extremely higher ranks? So I honestly think it can go either way. I do believe UMM is kind of a thing, even if it's a small amount of the matchmaking. I do believe that UMM is kind of a thing, even though it might be a very small amount of the matchmaking. So with that explained, and now that we kind of all understand what UMM is, how the hell do we actually fix it? So, going into how you actually fix the UMM problem, we did talk about placement matches, and this is assuming UMM is not actually in the game. Placement matches, which they are working on, they had to kind of come out and do and say this so that people didn't get mad that they are working on placement matches. So placement matches will fix the problem that exists if UMM doesn't actually exist in the game and you've just been paired up with shit players that have just been stuck in that rank, then you've been demoted down to the rank that they were already in. So that will fix that problem. And if UMM is actually in the game, just turn off UMM. I mean, it's not rocket science. Just turn it off. Just get rid of it and still add placement matches, because God, I do. If it must suck to feel like you're getting smurfed half of the games you play, and then feel like you're smurfing for the next half of the games you play. So placement matches to like weed out all the good players into the higher ranks and the middle class players into the middle ranks, and just keep the low players at the shitty ranks. Great, and great that they're actually working on it. The dev, as much fun as I was making about the dev team, probably in the last two videos or maybe in this video, they are very responsive to this stuff. Them already having worked on UMM is a great idea. Did I say it? On play, them having already started working on trying to implement placement matches just means that they are working on this and trying to fix it, which if you played Overwatch comes as a blessing. So yeah, not really much to say. Hopefully they fix this problem and people can stop being called UMM agents. And so now we can understand that you were the fucking UMM agents and you just sucked at the game. You made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to do all that YouTube stuff, like, share, and subscribe. And if you're feeling kind of generous and want to help support the channel, there are links in the description below. That will help you do that. It helps me maintain the YouTube channel and keep going. I'll see you guys around.